Hi, my name is Ellen Foucault, and I'm at the F-Stop Cafe today, and my guest is David Cale. And David is a performance artist, actor, and writer, and he has been making a splash with his performance pieces in the New York City area over the past couple of years. His works have been performed at the Franklin Furnace, PS 122, and Baca. David, thank you for being here. Welcome.
Thank you. Well,
some of your pieces are autobiographical to me. They seem that way, especially Swagger and Welcome to America. Are they intended to be autobiographical?
I think they're more personal than autobiographical. They're not specific. They're things that are close to me, but often not things that have actually happened to me. Or there will be incidents that I've taken out into something that's really not autobiographical. Especially Swagger contains a lot of stuff that I just made up.
That you just are fiction. Some of your pieces you work in yourself, some of them you do solo, and some you have others performing. What are the differences between working solo and collaborating with other people?
Up to Swagger, I just worked solo, except with musicians. I wanted to work with other actors just to broaden things out, and the writing was leading into more of a play format. But it's far more complex, I found. But in many ways more satisfying.
To have more people in the show?
Yeah.
Do you prefer to have it that way with more actors?
I think the tendency will be to... I really want to find a core of actors that I would work with and write for specifically. And... as well as doing the solo stuff.
Mm-hmm. Have you found people that are willing to do that?
Yeah, I found myself looking at plays and shows and just looking at specific people and sort of wanting to work with that person or this person.
Who are you influenced by most in your work? Is there any specific person now in America or England?
A lot of writers, not very many performers.
Which writers come to mind right away? Any playwrights?
Mostly playwrights. Like Beckett.
Beckett?
Standard people. Beckett and Pinter and the Shepherd stuff and blah, blah, blah.
What are you working on currently?
I'm rewriting Swagger to reopen in May. And a new piece, The Dolphins.
Swagger played at the Limbo Theater. Is that where it's going to be again?
No, it's moving to PS 122.
PS 122. And it's going to be in a different format?
Yeah, it'll be a duet with myself and Alison Rooney. And The Dolphins is written for an actress that I haven't cast it yet.
What is The Dolphins about?
A woman sitting by the sea talking about love, and these dolphins is kind of love and dolphins. That's what it's about.
And what are you planning to do in the future with your work? Are these two things in the works now?
I want to take the last solo show that I did out of town. I'll be doing that at the end of the year, and I really want to try and get a screenplay together and ultimately to work in films as well as the theatre kind of stuff.
Well, today we're going to take a look at your video, Welcome to America, and thank you for being on the show. Good luck to you with all your projects.
Thanks.
I was flying through the sky in a Freddie Laker plane. I was thinking to myself, I'm never going to go back to that country again. I had one small bag with me. It contained a selection of my favorite clothes. I was looking out the window. I had my little Olympus in my hand. I was taking snapshots. Of clouds. A tall lady in a uniform was renting headsets. She had little bird wings on her shoulders and Laker Airways written on her breasts. She reminded me of Karen Black in Airport 75. And I thought, wonder if she could land a SkyTrain. I gave her $3 and she gave me a headset. So I plugged myself into the armrest and I got John Denver in my head. And he was saying, take me home, country roads. Take me home. Almost heaven. Then Karen Black came back and she said, would you like crabs? Or would you prefer the beef? And I said, I don't eat meat. And she swiveled around and produced a plate of food specifically for people who don't eat animals. I'm not sure what it was, but it was very colorful. When I'd finished, she took away the tray and she said, was that okay? And I said, what was it? And she said, reality is something you rise above. That's why I work up here in the sky. Then the lights went out, and little screens came down. And on the little screens was a little movie about a mountain climber who sings. A singing mountain climber. Every time he'd climb a new mountain, he'd sing about it. And I thought, unusual film. I recognize those eyes, the way that mouth moves, those ill-fitting teeth. That's no mountain climber, that's me. But that's not my voice. I've been dubbed. I shout to the woman next to me. I've been dubbed. But the woman leans across and says, that's your voice, honey. It's just you've never heard it before. It'll take some getting used to. It's a funny voice. Don't ever be afraid of your funny voice. Then the other passengers started singing along with the screen, the whole flight in harmony. It's just like when my grandmother used to go on coach trips to the Cotswolds. Out of the blue she'd start singing, onward Christian soldiers marching us to war. I'd get embarrassed, but everybody in their coach, they'd sing along, unite, love each other. My grandmother's singing made people forget for a moment they were full of fear and distrust. Now my singing's doing the same thing. And I look out the window and there's this huge flock of Carolina wood duck. And I shout to the woman next to me, look, wood duck. You don't get wood duck in Europe. Wood duck are American birds, birds of North America. I've shifted continents. I'm in another stratosphere. And the wood duck are looking at us because they've never seen a plane full of singing people. And I leap to my feet and I start yelling. I'm going to take my life in my hands and shake it and shake till all the bad parts fall out, till they've all dropped out of me like dead leaves shaken from a living tree. There they go, all those rotting leaves, there they go. I'll shake and shake till only the living, the present, the alive is left. No dead leaves, no past. I'll shake off the past. Let the past get past. Let the past get past. Then I realize I'm saying what I feel. I'm doing what I want. I get nervous again. I'm afraid of what I might want to do. I'm scared of what will come out of my mouth. But I can't stop. I'm being taken over by me. The me I haven't been yet. The me I'm going to be when I start being myself. The frightened, the angry, the me that got buried in the childhood. All of the me's are all out at once. All acting and singing, asserting, saying, let's see where the future can go. Let's see where the future can go. Then applause, cheers, clapping passengers. I'm a hit. Karen Black comes out of the cockpit and she says, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just about ready to hit the ground. Safety belts belted, extinguished cigarettes, luggage where it should be. We're coming into land any minute now. Build yourself a life and live with it. Coming into land any minute now. Coming into land any minute now. Coming into land any minute now. Welcome to America.